Hey everybody, it's Tallara and welcome back to my first blind playthrough of Xenoblade Chronicles X. We're experiencing the definitive edition on the Nintendo Switch, and so far this game has been absolutely fantastic. I unfortunately didn't play Xenoblade Chronicles X on the Wii U, so I can't talk about any quality of life improvements or anything over the original release, but I know a lot of you guys have mentioned in the comments that there has been a lot of that QOL stuff, and which is fantastic to see. So for players who have played Xenoblade Chronicles X before, you're getting a fresh journey, and then for players like me who never had the opportunity to experience the game, well, the world's our oyster, right? Speaking of the world, we've spent the last couple of episodes exploring the administrative district, which is up here in the Blade headquarters and basically the military part of New LA. What we haven't spent a lot of time exploring is New LA itself. We've got a residential district, a commercial district, etc. This is a full town that we have beneath our feet that we've spent no time exploring. So guess what we're going to do today? We're going to go boots on the ground in New LA and explore what the common people do in their day-to-day life. I've had enough of speaking to these military types and the transport pilots and the government officials. I'm ready to just speak to some good, honest people. And you know how we're going to do it? By my favorite way. We're just gonna jump! Yeah, that's right. Xenoblade Chronicles X does not have fall damage, which means you can do epic things like that and jump off a huge platform right into the residential district. You can see there's lots of people around, including this person whose name is HB. Yes. Wonder what that stands for. Let's see, what mission requires my talents now? Who are you, and why are you speaking to me? You have gumption, I'll give you that. For I rank among the elitist of the elite, and few possess the temerity to address a blade of my stature. Wow, okay, HB's real full of himself, isn't he? There's tons of people down here, so this is the residential district, obviously, where people live. And right away, we've got a big landmark here, some sort of church or cathedral.
Unbelievable.
Yep, cathedral. There's a bunch of people outside. What's going on here?
Hello!
Oh, are you here to get some advice from Hope? So sorry, but we're booked solid for the day. Hope would work right through dawn if no one stopped her, so I have to step in and draw the line. No hard feelings, okay? Come back the next time we start taking appointments, and I promise we'll take good care of you. Hello, is there something you wish to discuss? I'm speaking with someone else right now, so you'll have to wait until we're finished. But I would very much like to help with whatever's troubling you, so I hope you'll come back and ask me again very soon. Interesting. Looks like a lot of people come and see Hope and try to get advice from her. She has a literal lineup of people. Maybe someday we'll get a chance to speak to Hope more properly, but until then, let's check out this affinity mission. Unfortunately, level conditions are not met to do that one. So we'll hold off for now. And then let's just explore the residential district a little bit. The houses here are beautiful. Wow. That is a straight up mansion. The people in New LA are living very well. You hear someone here speaking about Hope. She says, I talked with Hope about what I want to do next, and she really put my mind at ease. You should talk to her about whatever's bothering you. It seems that Hope is like 50% a therapist and 50% a preacher, which is interesting. There's different parts of the residential district. This is Ishmael Hills, and again, absolutely beautiful homes. Apparently only the rich made it to New LA. That or the standard of living is very high, because these are the most beautiful homes. We've got little cars driving around. I'm glad they planted all the trees from the white whale around our block. It makes it way easier to relax when you're surrounded by familiar foliage. By the sounds of all these vehicles, I think they're all electric too, which is kind of cool. And look, a Nopon! Potato, you're not the only Nopon around here. Some other Nopon have apparently made it to New LA as well.
Listen.
My roof was leaking so bad I had to get a repairman. Turns out the shockwaves from the forced landing left cracks all over the place. I mean, that makes sense. Honestly, I'm surprised that the place is as intact as it is. I mean, this place looks great for something that crash landed onto this planet mere months ago.
Wow.
Hey, Ivory, tell me more about the residential district.
I might be able to help.
This area is the residential district where most of the support crew lives. The idea was to live in Earth-like comfort no matter what planet we landed on. Its specific design and layout were modeled after Beverly Hills. It's actually kind of captures that vibe, don't you think? Absolutely it does. I'm definitely getting upper-class LA resident from this place. Hey, Ivory, since I'm here, have you heard any interesting rumors? Do you know
Okay.
Sullivan, the botanist at the integrated production plant in the industrial district? I heard she was looking for a blade to help her with a project. I wonder if she found anyone. I'm sure she was looking for someone to bring her lots of plants she could keep as preservation samples and display samples and blah de blah de blah blah. I'll admit that I prefer flowers to people, but even I'm stunned by how much Sullivan loves plants. Noted. I guess we'll have to go see Sullivan at some point. We've got a nice park over here. Deliverance Park. I can't believe how beautiful New LA is. This is fantastic. As much as it sucks that Earth got destroyed, we had to go on the run and then we're shot and crash landed into this planet, it seems like for the most part, we've turned out okay. Like, I would love to live in a house like this with hedge walls like this and have a beautiful electric car to ride around and great weather, and the perks go on and on. Living in a New LA is really living. Here's the water purification plant. For the life of me, I can't figure out what that countdown timer on Blade Tower is for. Maybe I should ask my team leader? Nah, it's probably nothing important. So you don't know what the percentage up there is either. It's something I've been curious about ever since we entered New LA. I have no idea what that giant percentage counter is, and it looks like it's not even common knowledge. That guy didn't know about it either, so maybe that's something we'll find out more of later. The cars here are so nice. They're like electric sports cars. This is just fantastic. The fact that we have this huge city here is just amazing. Holy wow, did you see Elma at the water purification plant that night? No, I shouldn't say anything more. I don't want her to get angry at me. Wait a minute. Elma, what were you doing at the water purification plant at night? Or do we have to speak to you here at night? Interesting. Well, one thing I did find out through one of you guys in your very helpful comments is that apparently I can change the time of day from the menu. The question is, how exactly do I do it? We're gonna figure it out. But until now, I had thought that you could only change the time of day by going to a specific place to do so. But apparently, there is a way to change the time of... Yep, there it is. It's under System. Change time. Let's see if we change it to night. If we can speak to Elma here at the water purification plant somewhere. Didn't know if like a heart-to-heart event would appear or something like that. It's another feature that I'm used to by playing Xenoblade Chronicles games in the past. Heart-to-heart features. But I don't actually see any here, so I'm not sure what that little tidbit we picked up was about. If something strange ever got into the water purification plant, it could be serious trouble. Yeah, you don't want anyone messing with your clean water source, that's for sure. Maybe what I should do is take a look at my map. I kind of just jumped off here and hoped for the best. Looks like the only thing to do in the residential district right now is that affinity mission, which we unfortunately are not a high enough level to complete. So let's head north into the commercial district. There's a ton of affinity missions up here. Again, none I don't think that we can access right now. They're locked behind higher levels, but there is a quest. A hero's ride, and then, aha, there are heart-to-heart missions to be accessed. They're marked on the map as these little hearts. We've got one with Irina over here, and one here with Elma. And it appears they are locked behind time of days, and one with Lynn here. Okay, cool. So we've got, the long and short of it is, we've got a lot to explore here. So let's do the 2 heart-to-heart missions that appear at night. The one with Irina, and the one with Lynn. And then we can also pick up some quests while we're over this way. Alright, so this is the Industrial District. We actually spent a little bit of time in the Industrial District when we first entered New LA, but we haven't been back since. Unfortunately, by the time we got over here, it really started to rain. It was quite a storm. Oh my god! I just got ran over, but apparently I turned into a ghost at just the right time because it didn't hurt me and I went right through. Yay! Anyway, big storm. Almost got hit by a car. We need to be more careful. Here is the heart-to-heart event with Irina. However, the member apparently cannot be in our active party. Okay, so that's interesting. So I suppose what we'll have to do is we take Irina out of our party, and then we can access this heart-to-heart event. No? We also can't. Interesting. It's night. Arena's not in my party. What am I doing wrong? Name Arena. Affinity 1. Appears night. Note, the member cannot be in the active party. Okay, I'm very confused then. Is it because it's raining? Maybe she doesn't like to come out in the rain? Well, if that's the case, the one with Lynn is down here. And I guess she can't be in the active party either. So let's take Lynn out of the party and then run down this way and see if we can access her heart-to-heart event. Hers was down here and more, I mean, I suppose it's still the industrial district, but it seems almost more like a dockyard. We've got big cranes, we've got shipping containers, etc. And Lynn's heart-to-heart event should be around here somewhere. Outfitter's Test Hangar is the name of this area. We've got a bunch of skells, aka those giant robots around. Where was that heart-to-heart mission? Just to the south, okay. Pick up that quest in a minute. I wanted to do the heart-to-heart events first, if I could. Although we aren't having much success making those work, are we? Let's see if we'll have more success here with Lynn's heart-to-heart, if I can find it. Oh no. Didn't want to fall down there. Where is this heart-to-heart event? I am so confused. Is there a way to track it? Okay, it's inside. Place marker. Aha. Okay. Let's follow the marker. Okay, here we go. Lynn's heart-to-heart event should be in here, the Outfitter's Test Hangar, in this big open space. Let's see if we're able to access this one. Okay, I'm not sure what criteria I'm not, doing to activate these heart-to-heart missions. You guys might need to let me know down in the comments below if you have any idea what I'm doing wrong. I feel like it's going to be something super simple and you guys are going to tell me and I'm going to be like, oh yeah, of course. But I don't know. It says Lynn appears at night. Very weird that she's not there. Anyway, we won't waste any more time. I guess we'll try the heart-to-heart events later, and for now, instead, we'll pick up the quest. So the first quest we have over here is called Yardley's Scheme. Before we get to that, though, I gotta get my party back together, which means Lynn and Irina, you're coming with me again. If you're not gonna have heart-to-heart events with me, well, then you've gotta join my party. That's just the way of the world, okay? It's one or the other. Now, time for our next quest. Here's Yardley. Hello.
Great.
How can we help you out?
Working hard?
Well, this sucks. Why the hell is everyone so damn stingy around this joint, huh? It's not like they can't spare a skell part or 2, or 10, or 20. Hey, you agree with me, right? I mean, why should the AMs give out free skell parts to civilians? I mean, we just crash-landed here and are trying to get our bearings. I'm not sure that you should be so angry about not getting handouts. Oh, what do you know? I'm aware this stuff ain't free. I just asked to put it on a tab. They damn near laughed me out of the store. And just because I want skell parts doesn't mean they're for a skell. Don't judge, you don't know me. Those parts are actually for a grand cause, a machine which must be repaired. And as soon as it's operational, I'll be rich. Rich, I tells ya. Sweet, sweet money. I'll be able to pay off those parts in 2 days flat. 3 at the most. Then we'll see who's laughing. Ha 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 ha. I've said too much. In any case, it's no mere coincidence I met a blade like you on a day like today. And hey, I'm flexible. If I can't get the high-quality skell parts I need to fix my little project, I'll make do with something else. Either way, I don't suppose you'd help me track down some materials, please? Remember, I'm going to be swimming in moolah within days, so I'll be able to compensate you handsomely. Why do I feel like this is not Yardley's first get-rich-quick scheme, and not the first time that he told someone he'd pay them back, and that maybe it didn't happen? But hey, let's see if we can help him out. We need to find materials for Yardley. We need to find a California sunset, which we don't have, and then we need 4 L002 space analyzers, which we apparently already have 2 of. So we'll pick up this quest. I throw myself upon your tender mercies, good madam. Wow, this Yardley is really a character, isn't he? Let's see what the rest of the crew here have to say about him. I know Lynn looks demure, but she's stubborn as an ox. When she decides on a course of action, she won't let anything get in her way. Right now, she's apparently working on some contraption that's supposed to let skulls fly. The more level-headed mechanics keep telling her to give it up, but it doesn't look like she intends to take their advice. On the contrary, she's in talks with Commander Vandam about increasing her development budget. I'd put the odds of failure at around 99% for your normal run-of-the-mill mechanic, but given how stubborn Lynn is, we may well see massive skulls doing loop-the-loops over New LA one day. I mean, hey, I do believe in Lynn's abilities. She's only 13, but she was born to be an engineer. What are you doing here, sir? I'm sorry, do I know you? If you need something, I'm sure one of Granada's grunts will be more than happy to assist you. I haven't the inclination. Wow, this guy is a real joy to be around, isn't he? Goodness gracious. What about you, Alan? Are you a little bit more cheery? Yes. What do you know about Vandam? When the White Whale was in flight, Vandam was its chief engineer. He earned the respect of a lot of the mechanics on board. Most of the people in my department continue to hold a deep admiration for the man. I know it was constantly being screamed at by Vandam that made me the skilled tech I am today. But even now, whenever the commander pays us a visit, I feel like a schoolboy in the presence of his teacher. Interesting. I didn't realize Commander Vandam was previously an engineer. I guess him and Lynn must really get along. Regardless, we'll leave all of these engineers and other people to their work, and let's see if we can help out our friend Yardley. So the items he's looking for should be marked on our map. They sure are. So they're just to our west here, over by the West Gate Plain. We've actually got FN Site 107 here that I can fast travel to, which will cut down on travel time, and then let's see if we can find these parts for Yardley. I can only imagine what sort of weird scheme he has cooked up, but I'm sure we'll hear the details of it soon enough. Like I said, am I convinced that he's actually going to get rich quick and that he's going to share any money with us? No. Am I curious about what he's up to? Yes, so that'll have to do for now. Alright, that's one of the L002 space analyzers that we needed. And then the other one we need should be just over on the other side of the lake. There are lots of crab spider things, but luckily for us, they're not bothering me, so if they're not going to bother me, I'm not going to bother them. We will live peacefully, we will cohabitate together. And unfortunately, I think the next thing I was looking for is actually up above us on this rock shelf here, so that's unfortunate. Let's see if we can get up a little bit. We're certainly getting our exercise in today. We got our running in, we got our swimming in, we got our jumping in. A full cardio workout. Yeah, it looks like to get the next thing that we need, I'm gonna have to get up on this cliff to my right-hand side. Either that, or there's a bunch more items apparently over a kilometer away in that direction, but I think the best use of our time would be to simply get this one that's much closer to home. Let's see if we're able to make our way up here. The best part about being able to jump so high is that you can really scale some of these cliffs. I always like to call jumping up cliffs like this Skyrim horsing. I don't know if any of you guys ever played Skyrim, but you could always sort of get your horse to climb up cliffs that it should never have been able to climb up. And that's sort of the same vibe I get here when you just brute force your way up these cliffs. Alright, that was the other part we need, and then the other thing is up here. Luckily, again, we've got another landmark that we can fast travel to. Cut down on that walking time. And now let's see. Whoa, that's a level 49 giant monster. Okay, those are level 43 giant monsters. Oh god, I am surrounded by giant monsters. Okay. It looks like the items we need are actually underneath us, I think, or above us. Wherever they are not where we are, because all I see is big monsters that maybe want to kill me. Okay, let's see. Let's take a closer look at my map. Yeah, it looks like the stuff we need is actually up above us. I'm wondering if it makes more sense. You kind of look at the topography of the map here. It looks like the incline kind of starts right about here. Wondering if we fast travel to Beast's Lair that we can kind of work our way up, and that might be an easier way to access the items that we're looking for. And hopefully the monsters down this way will be not quite so high of a level so they don't pose so much of a threat. Oh, okay, well, I was wrong on one account. That thing's level 35. But on the other account, I think I was right. Whereas I thought the items we were looking for were actually above us, I think they're actually below us. I think they're in this cave. So if we can avoid a lot of the monsters that are here, hopefully we can grab what we're looking for and get the heck out of here. Tell you one thing, Yardley promised us riches for helping him out, and I might just have to demand that he follow through on that promise, because this is turning out to be a lot harder than I thought it would be. Getting the first type of materials is one thing. Coming into this cave full of monsters? Well, that's another. Okay, so we're here, but I don't see what I'm looking for. I guess maybe these are just possible spots. Whoa, that thing is a level 70. I think the thing we're looking for is up there. Ah, darn. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to try to Skyrim horse it, if you will. Let's see if we can get up there. I do not want to get too close to this guy. Hopefully if we stay behind him, he won't even notice us, right? Man. Oh, there's another one over here that I think we might be able to get. What even is this thing we're looking for? I don't know. Don't care, but we got it. California Sunset. Whatever that is, we got it, and I hope Yardley's gonna be happy about it, because I do not want to come back into this cave until I'm much closer to level 40. Before we go, though, I think I see some treasure up ahead, so of course we're gonna make a little detour for that. Let's see, what do we have here? Alien wreckage. And by wreckage, they mean a dead robot, or maybe a dead alien. Alright, we'll pick that up. Let's grab a few of these little items here, just in case any other quests come up that we need items. We might pick them up in advance. And now, let's fast travel back to New LA and tell Yardley that we got his stuff. Along the way, I guess I can also get rid of this marker that I put. Oh, or just get out of the map completely. Good job, Tiff. There we go. Remove. That's not working. Remove marker. There we go. Okay. Now, fast travel back to the Outfitter's test hangar. Alright, Yardley. We got what you asked for. Where are those rewards you promised?
Great.
Working hard?
Hey, you're back! Did you get the goods? Tell me you got the goods. I got the goods. We got 4 L002 space analyzers, which is an instrument that analyzes the atmosphere. It also scans for microbial life, which can indicate whether or not a planet is inhabited. And then we got the California Sunset, a spherical crystal that shimmers with the baked orange glow of a California dusk. The Pathfinder Corwin named it in memory of the sunsets he saw as a child back in his home state. Oh hell yeah, this is perfect. My machine will be up and running before you know it. And with its rebirth, I shall be catapulted into wealth beyond measure. There will be fancy balls, ladies in bird masks, diamond caviar dishes with little spoons. Yeah, but that's all coming later, so I don't really have any actual money to give you at the moment. Next time, though, I will absolutely pay you. Next time. Thanks again! And I'm not surprised in the least. We got 0 reward money from Yardley, and he says he will repay us once he's back on his feet. What machine is he fixing? How will that bring him fame and fortune? Unclear. I guess we'll find out sometime later. We actually increased our affinity with Lynn by completing that mission, so that's cool. And now, let's go find some other quests. So we've explored the industrial district, we explored the residential district. There's one more district of New LA that we haven't had an opportunity to explore yet, and that's the commercial district, which should be full of stores and restaurants and all that fun stuff. Speaking of stores and restaurants, we've got a good old diner right here. Repented Diner, Bar and Grill, 24 hours. I bet this place's food is absolutely delicious. You know when you just look at a little hole-in-the-wall style place and you're like, yeah, that place must have the best club sandwiches? That's the feeling I get from that diner. Alright, so we made it to the commercial district. Unfortunately, the bridge is out. I really thought we could go across there, but we're gonna have to wait till the next crossing. Obviously, New LA is still in the process of being built. We just crash-landed onto this planet, I believe it was 3 months ago. So you can see the cranes are around still actually building the place, but it's crazy how much progress they've made in such a short amount of time, in my opinion. So we can see now we've got a bunch of stores around. We've got Ruby Flower Co., an importer and wholesaler. How they're importing goods, I have no idea, but anywho. I never imagined we could live such an Earth-like existence after landing on an uncharted planet like Mira, but it seems as if the Earth-life colonization project is well underway, and yeah, I'd have to agree. It's crazy what they've done in such a short amount of time to make this literally feel like Earth. We've got tons of stores around here, we've got back alleys, we've got dumpsters, we've got cars and trees.
Yes.
Well,
and we've also got quests. Let's speak to this person right here called Joe.
Now what?
What am I gonna do? This can't be all the parts. Yes, hello, welcome, have a seat right here. I mean, if you want to sit down. No espresso or lattes today, I'm afraid. We're, sold out. Yes, that's it. So sad. Why is there no espresso or lattes? And why are you acting like this? Well, aren't you one nosy customer? Must really need your caffeine fix, huh? But yeah, I kinda can't make them today. Hey, are you good with machines by any chance? You certainly seem good with machines, just, you know, aura-wise, so maybe? I mean... I don't know if myself personally is good with machines. I'm probably a bit better at breaking stuff, to be honest with you, Joe. Really? Well, I'm sure you're still better at repairing stuff than me, right? I mean, you kind of have to be. I'm a complete basket case when it comes to mechanical stuff. Well, and most other stuff, actually. Anyway, the owner just got this new espresso machine, and it seems that I've somehow managed to break it. It should be okay once I get the right parts, but finding them has been a nightmare. I don't suppose you might know where I could find 3 heat-proof inox pipes, do you? Apparently I've already got 2 of them, so that's a good start. And hey, for the love of caffeine, are we right? We need to do what we can to fix this espresso machine. Oh gosh, I'm so glad I asked. As soon as that machine is up and running, I'll fix you the tastiest latte you've ever had. I mean it. Well, nothing like some incentive to get a quest done, right? This place literally is so Earth-like, it's crazy. And then you look up there and you're like, oh yeah, no, we're not on Earth. But down here, this could be Rodeo Drive. Baked Bennett Goods. This is Central Melville Street. We've got Star Cafe, which offers fresh roasted coffee. We've got, what does that say? I cannot read that. Oh, Donut Planet! Of course, Donut Planet! Then we've got Cosmo Burger. Oh man! So much stuff.
wait till you hear this.
This is fantastic. Alright, well, before we get too distracted, let's go see if we can find the parts to fix that espresso machine. Luckily, they should be just outside the East Gate, so if we travel to FN Site 116, we should be able to pick that up rather quickly. So far, I'm really enjoying exploring New LA, and I'm really glad I took the time to come down and get some of these quests done and chat with people and just look around. It's pretty cool, I gotta say. And I think this is what we're looking for. Wow, that was so easy. Better latte than never. I love the name of the quest, and that was very, very easy to pick up what we needed. So, let's head back to Joe. We don't want to keep her waiting. Alright. Wonder what you've got to do around here to get one of these fancy sports cars. As much as I'm excited to potentially get a Skell,
Hey!
I wouldn't mind one of those either. My boss was asking why the espresso machine isn't around. I told her it called in sick, and then she just kind of looked at me funny and walked away. If this thing doesn't get fixed soon, I'm so dead. Well, don't worry, Joe, because I have the pipes you need. Really? Wow, you're so dependable, unlike that machine. Or me. Can I see? Please? I'm kind of sort of freaking out about this here. Here you are. Plumbing used on the white whale. It's made from an experimental form of stainless steel that is believed to be eternally rust and corrosion proof, no matter the external environment. Wow. That's pretty high tech. That's perfect, thank you, really. Now we can start offering espresso again, or for the first time, depending on how you look at it. Oh right, hold on just 1 second, I'll be right back. I'm gonna fix you the best thank you latte ever. Heck yeah, I will enthusiastically accept your offer, Joe. Oh, you're so sweet. Believe me, it's my pleasure. Honestly, it just feels nice to be able to give someone what they want. Seems like most blades prefer a stiff drink over a good cup of Joe. I mean, hey, why can't you like both? Cup of Joe in the morning, stiff drink at night, right? But I'm gonna pull out all the stops and make this the finest coffee creation of my career. Oh, I know, it's been hot lately, so why don't we make it an iced latte? You hold on to your seat now. I may be useless with machines, but I'm one mean bean slinger. Alright. Oh! Ah! No! Joe, are you alright in there? Why are you running? Huh? Joe, wait, where are you going? What happened to Joe? Beats me. She went into the back, screamed, then ran off. If I had to bet, I'd say she broke some kitchen equipment. Again. That girl is death to electronics. The register, customers' comm devices, you name it. She even managed to short-circuit a light bulb once. Frankly, nothing that breaks around her surprises me anymore. Are you a friend of hers? Would you mind checking on her and seeing if she's okay? I can't leave the shop and I really need her back here as soon as possible. Thanks a lot. Okay, well, I guess we didn't get our latte because Joe screamed and ran out of the store. If she seriously broke the machine again, not 30 seconds after us giving her the parts to repair it, I don't even know what I'll do. Just shake my head, I guess. Anywho, looks like she ran back home because as you can see, the marker's actually bringing us right back to the residential district. Can you imagine breaking something at work and instead of, you know, apologizing or trying to fix it or, I don't know, even trying to hide it, you just scream, run out the front door all the way home? I mean, hey, to each their own. We all handle situations differently, right? Alright, let's go see where Joe lives, I guess. And on the way, we can listen to this epic soundtrack. Alright, oh, Joe's actually here in front of the cathedral. She's looking to ask Hope for advice, I guess? Interesting. Holy frother, I have sinned. It's been 3 days since my last contraption. Why do I have to wreck everything I touch? Sorry, Oh, it's you. I'm so sorry. Your iced latte. I was trying to get the ice when the stupid freezer, when stupid me broke it. Look, Joe, don't worry. We've all broken freezers, right? All of us? Yeah, I've definitely broke a freezer or two in my time. Really? You too? Gosh, you must be a real menace around Skells. But I'm glad to hear I'm not alone. Maybe the two of us destroyers need to go make some sort of offering to the machine gods. Huh? My boss needs me back at the shop? But I can't go back, not after all this. Maybe if I had a couple of L002 fuel tanks to repair the freezer, but now? I just can't. I feel terrible asking, but can you help me out again? You're the only one I can turn to. Oh, Joe. Oh, Joe. Honestly, I feel better helping Joe out than Yardley, because at least there's, like, the possibility that Joe might actually pay us. I'm also wondering, do I have... Oh, I've already got the fuel tanks that she needs, so we don't even need to go anywhere. Here you go, Joe. I had what you needed already in my pocket. I just got a call from my boss. Coco's gotta be pretty mad, right? Am I fired? Super fired? I'm probably super fired, huh? No, I'm sure everything will be just fine. And how do you get super fired? You know, it's fired or bust. There's no need to bring super into it. You really think so? I mean, I guess I've burned through a dozen coffee makers and still kept my job, so... In any case, I need to go apologize. Oh, did you happen to find those L002 fuel tanks for me by any chance? I sure did. It's a fuel tank that formed part of the White Whale's propulsion drive system. It's said to be the height of fuel compression technology. Okay, then it's time to woman up and give the boss a call. Whew, you can do this, Joe. Joe, are you just staring at your phone, or... Wait, what? Why won't this thing turn on? Oh, you have got to be kidding me. I broke my comm device? Is this the third thing Joe has broken today? This is... Honestly, at this point, it's getting impressive. It's like a bad dream. Do you want to use my phone? What? No, I couldn't. I'd just break yours too. That's it. I'm never touching another machine again. Ha! Classic Joe. Your mechanical troubles are proof of the divine at this point. Ma'am? I don't remember giving you a lunch break this long. Look, you really think blowing up a freezer or two is gonna faze me at this point? I want the best of everything for my coffee, including the best coffee maker, Joe, the Ballista Barista. I don't know what to say. How are you 2 years younger than me and yet so much more mature? Looks like Joe put you through the ringer as well. Here, this is from me. Take it. And see, we got compensated much more handsomely by Joe and her boss Coco than we ever did from Yardley. After breaking the freezer and fleeing to the cathedral, Joe made up with her boss and returned to the cafe, and we got 5,000 reward dollars. That's what I like to hear. Now, come on, Joe, you and me have a freezer to fix. Yes, ma'am. Next time, that is if you're not totally sick of me, next time, I swear I'll make you that latte. So I hope to see you again soon at the Sunshine Cafe. That was a silly little quest. Like, I'm glad to complete it because, you know, we get rewards and whatnot, so completing quests for completion's sake is good. But I also love that we got that silly little side story. You know, when we were accepting quests up in the administrative district, it was go here and exterminate these monsters, or go here and rescue this squad. Down here, it's more just everyday people with their everyday problems, and I really like it. Talk about the opportunity to just build the world and get more familiar about what's going on, and coming down and helping poor Joe with her coffee machine. Looks like we've got another Nopon here. Hey, tell me more about the Nopon. Oh wait, friend wants information? Friend of Cheech, very expensive. But since Cheech going to be staying in City of Friend for a while, only fair that Cheech makes special exception this one time. Nopon very wise race that live in caravans around Mira. Nopon travel from caravans to every corner of planet selling fabulous wares. Business sort of hurting these days because of so many unexpected visitors. But reliable friends like humans fill all Nopon with newfound hope. Okay, Cheech. Tell us how you really feel. Ah, looks like our next quest is down here. Justin, are you having some vehicle troubles? I don't think smoke's supposed to come out of the windshield. That's not looking good. Huh, this car yours, buddy? Then it's your own fault. Blades ain't allowed to park here, see? Well, I heard rumors there were ruffians going about hounding Blades, and now here you are. This is my lucky day. Let me guess, you rocket scientists used to be Blades yourselves, right? Something set you off, so you left to form this gang. How pathetic. And here I was thinking you'd be something special when you're just a common pack of thugs. It's almost disappointing. You got a big mouth, Pipsqueak. I bet it would look better if I knocked out a few teeth. Please, I've no interest in low-level chumps like you. I fear I'm something of a traditionalist, you see. Either give me a great evil worthy of facing justice, or don't waste my time. Enough with the fancy talk. Put up your dukes before I end you. Oh, I wholly encourage you to try. But be warned, agents of swift justice always step forth after a chump drops a cheesy line like that. Is it time to reveal ourselves? Is it time to make the prophecy come true? Nah, let's sit back and see where this is going. You soft in the head or something, kid? Grow up already! Oh my god. Maybe we should have stepped in. I mean, honestly, it's Justin's fault for just assuming that someone was gonna step in and help him. Dang, he didn't even try to dodge. That was a right hook to the jaw. One hit KO. R.I.P. Justin. There ain't no heroes on this planet, especially the kind who wear tights, so forget about anyone coming to save your bacon. Ugh, don't you know that heroes always show up at the last minute? I guess now's our time to show up, huh? See? More blades? Ugh, this was supposed to be an unfair fight. Why are you wussing out on us like this? You got lucky today, Blade, but you might not be so lucky tomorrow, if you get my drift. Come on, boys, let's make like bananas and split. I mean, not sure how seriously I can take these thugs when their exit line is make like bananas and split. But anywho, how you doing there, Justin? Thank you. I think you just saved my teeth. I heard talk about a gang that was causing mischief around here, so I decided to take a look. Believe you me, I didn't need to look for very long. But alas, those ruffians saw fit to wreck my ride. I'm at a bit of a loss as to what to do about that. I mean... Tell me more about the people who attacked you. What's to tell? I'd hoped they were villains of vision and character, but they turned out to be common street thugs. Not to say this whole incident has been a waste, though. I met you, and you seem to be something of a major player. Oh, I almost forgot. My name is Justin, and I'm a Blade. It's good to meet you. And you're Tallara, huh? Well, you got yourself a new fan, Tallara. Since you seem to be cut from the cloth of a heroine, do you think you could help me find some replacement parts for my poor car? With the right parts, I'll have it repaired in no time. I'll just stay here and think of some heroic questions for you while you're gone. Look forward to it! Wow, I'm on the edge of my seat. I love how every single quest we've picked up down here in the residential and commercial and industrial districts have all been for us to get repair parts. I think that's kind of funny. Apparently we need 2 anhydrous radiators. We already have 1. So we'll go grab another one. I knew you'd accept. You're the type to always say yes, no matter how absurd the request may be. That's me, as a, you know, JRPG protagonist. Oh, it's because I'm an agent of justice, actually. Such things are in my DNA. Yes, puff up my chest and agree. You know me, agent of justice. I like the cut of your jib. It takes that sort of determination to tackle each new evil that arises. In any case, what I need is a pair of anhydrous radiators. Got it? Thanks a million, heroine. This Justin guy is quite the character, isn't he? Alright, we'll get him what he needs. Before we go anywhere, though, I did see a little treasure chest back here. A small container. Have you noticed how certain people seem to bristle at mediators? Guess some folks just haven't learned to respect authority. You tell him, random lady in the back alley.
Guess what?
Each of the 8 divisions has a specialty, but it's not like that's all they do. Even an interceptor can help expand Frontier Nav, for example.
Listen.
The best way to kill time is with a nap. Heck yeah, I've got to agree with that unnamed female NLA resident right there. I love me a good nap. Alright. Let's head outside the city. This time we're heading over this way to find the thing we need for Justin, so we can fast travel to Talon Rock Second Terrain. Again, it's a good thing I've sort of roamed the area and unlocked a lot of these fast travel points, because it certainly cuts down on our travel time. And now, let's see if we can find what we need. We gotta go past a really high-level monster right here, level 22, but luckily, if we don't bother him, I don't think he'll bother us. We've got 3 options. The one up there looks to be, well, really high up, so we'll probably avoid that one. This one here, though, is only 200 meters away. Yeah, they're all sort of high up. There's kind of a switchback sort of system here. I think if we go up this way and then go backwards, we might get to the correct elevation to pick up this item. Let's see. Going backwards to go forwards. You know how it is sometimes. The sun is just starting to set, making for an absolutely beautiful backdrop. Now, we've come up the other side. Hopefully that means we're high enough now to get the item. We do have to get through these gross bugs, though. And is this a dead end? Are you serious? Did I come all the way up? Yeah, it's a dead end. I came all the way up here for nothing. Fantastic! Don't you love when that happens? Well, hey, at least we got a good view of the sunset, and we got to see me do some dramatic jumps. Wow, you can see the sunset even better from this direction. Okay, let's keep looking. Now, unfortunately, the monsters down here will attack me if they see me, so we've got to be a little bit more cautious. Go around the backs of those guys and come up this way. We should be able to get that one there. That's just under 200 meters away. That one doesn't look too high up. Let's see. Can't let Justin down, not now that he thinks I'm a real-life action hero, right? Aha, here we go. Just what we need. One. May as well pick up another one for good measure. Two. Right. Back to the city one more time. Lots of fast travel today. But have fast will travel, right? Alright, Justin. We got what you need. Hopefully you can fix up your car now.
Hey,
Down this alley.
Listen.
There you are. Whee! No chain link fence is gonna stop me when I can jump this high. So, I was thinking, a heroine needs a strong, overriding will. You must have some deep personal motive for hating evil, yes? Wait, let me guess. They killed your parents before your very eyes? No, wait. You were bitten by a radioactive Skirpo. Yes, I absolutely do. I'm actually a huge Spider-Man fan. I love Spider-Man. So if I could be bitten by a radioactive spider or Skirpo in this universe, get me some web-slinging powers, I'd be all about it. So even if that hasn't actually happened, a girl can daydream, right? And, you know, we can lie to Justin and say, yes, I do have an intense secret motive. Ah, I knew it. You're so close to my vision of the ideal heroine. You'll pass through all the trials laid forth before you, overcome every craven trap, weather each tragedy. And then, in the grand finale, everyone, even your erstwhile tormentors, will come together to sing your mighty praises. I've stripped all the unnecessary details away to create the perfect morality tale, and I love it. The whole reason I enlisted with the Blades was to find this story. I'd given up hope of becoming a hero myself, but I knew one would eventually come along. I just knew it. Thank you, Justin. I appreciate you really gassing me up here. Oh, pish posh. I'm just stating the truth. Now then, did you get those anhydrous radiators I asked about? I sure did. These are radiators from the White Whale that require no coolant. It can be easily converted for use in cars and other vehicles. Perfect. I'll have my auto fixed up in no time. You've given me so much more than car parts today, heroine. Please accept this as my way of saying thanks. Alright, we repaired Justin's car, making quite the impression in the process, and he also gave us quite the reward. $5,000, 110 experience points. Love to see it. And if you should come across anyone else in need, be sure to lend them a hand. You're a paragon of justice for us all now. Salute and agree wholeheartedly. I'm really playing into this role now. We've got to give it everything we've got. With blades such as you on patrol, the people of New LA have nothing to fear. Anyway, I should probably get going. I am a blade, after all. Nothing impressive like you, of course, but a fellow seeker of justice nonetheless. I don't know when I'll see you again, but I feel the hand of fate at work in our meeting. As long as you continue to walk the path of justice, our destinies are intertwined. When we meet again, let it be as comrades in battle. There you have it. Mission complete. Looks like Justin was able to fix his car and drive out of here. And I think that's all the side quests that we have to do down in this area right now. I don't see any other ones marked on our map. We do have some of these affinity missions though. However, it appears every single one I've sort of hovered my cursor over. We have not met the level requirements to get there or met the other requirements, like this one, for example. We've got the required level, or almost, but we need to complete chapter 4. So all that is to say is I think we're caught up on all of the missions that we can do for right now, meaning on our next episode, we should officially be able to start the next main story chapter, which is chapter 4. So thank you everyone so much for watching. I really hope you're enjoying my playthrough so far. I am having an absolute blast with this game, and it's even more fun playing it along with you guys. I really look forward to reading your comments on every video, and knowing that you guys are enjoying it makes me all the happier. So thank you very much for your support, and we'll be back here real soon with some more Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition.